Hello again, I'm Senator Chris Marr from Spokane's 6th Legislative District, and welcome again to my video update from Olympia. The legislature is more than 2 weeks into its 60-day session, and already we're starting to see elements of this year's balanced budget solution emerge. As you know, we're facing what is projected to be a $2.6 billion shortfall through the remainder of the current 2-year budget cycle. One of our strategies is to start attacking the problem early with cuts that can be implemented this spring. The House and Senate already have started passing 4 bills to cut as much as $120 million. The first instructs agencies to come up with plans by May 15th to pare $69 million from the state payroll. Agencies that fail to submit plans would effectively shut down 1 day per month for 13 months. Some agencies dealing with public safety, such as the State Patrol and so on, would not be affected, nor would our state's prisons or other institutions that operate around the clock. And teachers and classroom instructors at our state colleges and universities wouldn't be affected either. But tens of thousands of other state employees would be affected by this through reduced wages. Another measure the Senate has approved would extend the pay freeze for many state employees that was adopted by the legislature last year. The House has approved another measure to cut state agency budgets, and the Senate will be taking that up in the coming weeks. Of course, all this represents just the tip of the iceberg. We'll have to cut far, far deeper when we approve a full rewrite of our 2-year budget later this session, but this gives us a pretty good start. I also wanted to tell you about a bill I'm sponsoring to boost the state's fledgling craft distillery industry. In 2007, I sponsored the state's craft distillery law, defining a craft distillery as one that uses Washington-grown ingredients for more than half of all the raw materials used in the production of spirits. That helped spur the creation of dry fly distilling right in Spokane, the state's first grain distillery since the Prohibition era. 2 other craft distilleries have since started producing and selling spirits in Washington, and a 4th has started production already. In all, there are now 12 fully licensed craft distilleries in Washington and another 16 licenses pending before the state's Liquor Control Board. This year, I'm sponsoring a new bill that will increase how much distilleries are allowed to produce from 20,000 gallons annually to 60,000 gallons annually. Why? Well, even though it's just a couple of years old, dry fly distilling already is producing 10,000 gallons a year, and that could hit 20,000 gallons soon. My bill would give them and all other craft distilleries in Washington a chance to grow and become successful and create more jobs. This wouldn't just boost distilleries and the workers they employ, it's also a boost for our farmers. As this industry grows, it will create new demands for our agricultural products. I'll keep you up to date on these and other issues as the session plays out. I greatly appreciate your time, and I'll see you next week for another update.